story ng Life After You?
Okay. Sige, konti lang.
Konti lang.
So,
No
from the
spoiler.
trailer, basically yung kwento nito is struggle ng dalawang babae na nabigyan sila ng responsibility, especially sa character ni Bella, which is Joey, na nabigyan siya ng responsibility na mag-alaga ng isang bata. Actually, more than that, yung hinihingi sa kanya. So, given that, paano niya yun gagawin? Given na nasa, kumbaga, hindi yun yung plano niya sa buhay, tapos biglang pumasok sa kanya, binigay sa kanya ng ganun. So, yun yung struggles niya.
Thank you. Si Danny. Hi. Hi. You've had different projects na before, pero is this your medyo, hindi naman titular, pero like lead, biggest role ba?
Hindi ko po pa to biggest role.
Ay, sabo. So far. What you say?
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa. Pero ano na lang, Danny, biggest so far. Pero kamusta naman on set? How was it like working with Miss Bella at saka si Miss Maricel?
Well, masaya po sila kang magkasama.
Madami ka natutunan.
Opo. Nakakatawa po silang kasama.
Nakakatawa. Okay, thank you, Danny. Si Miss ano na lang, si... Ano yun? Ano? Okay. Sorry. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Danny.
In character lang daw po talaga si Danny. Dala niyo pa
Character
hanggang ngayon.
siya.
Yes. Okay. Up next, that was Miss Anna. Do you have any other questions? I think that's it. Thank you very much. That was Miss Anna Cerez of ABS-CBN. Up next, we have Jojo Gabinete of PEP.
Okay na. Magandang hapon. Ay, Maricel. Para kay Maricel, yung
Sabi ko na nga ba, sa
Oo.
kabinete.
isa sa pinakamagandang pelikula na ginawa mo yung Sandarating ng Umaga sa Viva Films.
Ay, oo.
Kasing sakit ba din ng kwento ng Sandarating ng Umaga ang Life After You? Life After You. Kasing sakit yung kwento.
Sa ibang angulo, oo. Actually, mas masakit. Pero, di parang pareho yung kasi hindi naman, parang pareho, pero yung twist lang iba. Iba talaga.
Tapos, kamusta yung working relationship mo with Bella?
Ay, napakabongga. Kasi wala kaming ginawa kundi magdaldalan. At saka, iyakan yung mga eksena namin. Pero kami dalawa, tawa kami ng tawa. Kasi nagkakamot. Ano ba nangyari sa mga to? Ano ba nangyari sa mga artista ko? Kasi nga masaya kami. And she's very intelligent. She's a good actress. And she's pretty. At may K siya. Meron siyang K. Sinasabi ko na yan, meron kang K, anak.
Okay. Thank you. Para kay Bella. Bella, ano yung mga bagong natutunan mo mula kay Maricel? Tsaka ano yung mga bagong discovery mo tungkol sa kanya?
Ang dami. Actually, first time ko po makatrabaho si Miss Maricel ng ganitong Miss Maricel ni Inay ng ganitong capacity, yung talagang halos lahat ng eksena magkasama kami, no? Kasi nung una kami nagkatrabaho ni Inay, halos extra lang talaga ako nun eh. So, I would watch her from afar. Iba yung nakakasalamuha mo talaga siya na si Inay sobrang lambing. Morning pa lang, magka-chika na kami, nasa dressing room ko na siya. Oo. Yes, ganyan. Meron na siyang, handa ka na ba sa chika? Tapos morning, as in morning hanggang mapack up. Minsan, pack up na yung isa sa amin, hindi pa kami uuwi. Naghihintayan kami. So, ayaw umuwi. Parang natutunan ko kay Inay lalo yung, siguro nabalik sa akin yung, kasi when I entered this project, I was feeling a bit, siguro sad or parang heavy. She made me remember why I love this job so much. She made me realize also na, yun nga, it's not always parang I guess, sunshine and rainbows in our profession. Kasi parang my whole life, I treated this job and this profession that way. And then, yun nga, parang it got challenging for a bit. And then Inay made me realize why I came here in the beginning, why acting is so important to us and why we love it so much, and why being a storyteller is so important, especially in times like this. You know, like our country is going through such difficult times. Like it's so nice that we get to tell stories that give hope and, you know, like make people feel good. So she brought that back to me. So I'm very thankful. You did.
Any reaction, Maricel, sa sinabi ni Bella?
Ang kinikilig ako. Hindi, kasi very nanay ako sa kanya. Very nanay niya ako. Naintindihan ko kagad kasi minsan, alam mo ang sinabi ng Daddy Dolphy ko nung araw, anak, huwag ka nang malungkot kasi they cannot put a good actress down. Sabi ng tatay ko. Yun naman ang sabi ko sa'yo ngayon. Kaya huwag ka nang malungkot, anak.
Thank you. Ay, sorry. Bella, may phone-in question. Bakit ka raw malungkot?
Siguro stuff at work, you know, like mabigat lang yung tas yun, naglilipat akong bahay, parang nagsunod-sunod, like I was doing a lot of things. Yeah, yun lang naman. Nothing specific, but parang I was going through a tough time. And then I also felt bad kasi and also health concerns, may mga health concerns ako nung umpisa ng project. Nahiyang-hiya ako kala direct kasi parang pabalik-balik ako ng ospital, and then, you know, I had to update them constantly. I had to choose projects and I didn't want to let this one go kasi ngayon ko lang makakatrabaho nga si Inay ng ganitong capacity. So I felt like it was important for me to stay here. And yun, parang mabigat yung feeling, and I didn't want to enter a project feeling that way kasi parang disservice sa mga katrabaho ko. So I kept saying I was okay, or I kept, you know, like coming to work. Pag tinatanong nila ako, kamusta ka today? Lagi, okay. But, syempre, sa loob, may iniinda ka, diba? But, parang si Inay, nag-gets niya kagad or nakita niya kagad na hindi ka okay. So, eto, may lagi siyang may advice per shooting day or, na kahit wala kang sinasabi, nag-gets niya kagad. So, nanay na nanay nga.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Jojo Gabinete of